All right, ladies and gentlemen, so here we are at the end of the road. We've got one last group of plants to talk about, and these are cam plants. Now, these are typically desert plants or succulents like cacti that store water and are evolved to or have adapted to live in hot, arid climates. Now, what they do is, in terms of separation of carbon dioxide absorption from the atmosphere and then carbon fixation into the production of sugars, is separate these events temporally. So this is sort of interesting to look at in terms of how it occurs. Now, what we can do is look at two categories of time here, or two periods of time, either night or day. Now, what we're going to focus on is the action of the stomata based on the particular time of day. Okay, Moby's getting tired. So the stomata will be open at night and closed during the day, which makes sense because when closed, what that will do is prevent CO2 from entering the plant, which is a detriment in terms of carbon production, but it also prevents the loss of water through transpiration out of the plant. Now, at night, the stomata will open, and this will allow for the absorption of CO2 into the plant. Now, what happens to this CO2 is when it enters the plant, it will then be taken into a series of reactions that produce organic acids. So this carbon and carbon dioxide will initially be fixed in these organic acids. Now, during the daytime, the stomata are closed, so new CO2 can't be brought up from the atmosphere. But using carbon from the organic acids, CO2 is able to be split out, and then that CO2 will then be taken into the Calvin cycle to ultimately end up producing the G3P or sugars that we typically associate with the Calvin cycle. Now, what's significant about this is that the daylight hours provide energy for the light reactions to generate the NADPH and ATP needed to convert CO2 into G3P or sugars. So at night, again, when the sun is not or when the intensity and heat of the sun is not there, the stomata are open, CO2 comes in, and the carbon is fixed into organic acids. During the daytime, when the plant is more apt to lose water, stomata are closed, which prevents CO2 from entering, but you can take carbon dioxide from these organic acids and then use energy from the light reactions, NADPH and ATP, to convert CO2 into G3P or sugars. Now, in your book, figures 1019 and 1020 do a nice job of summarizing the events that occur in C4 and CAM plants, and to sort of review the ideas related to these plants. Remember that they separate carbon fixation from the Calvin cycle to help adapt to drier, arid conditions. Now, CO2 is initially converted to organic molecules in either process and will later be converted back to CO2 either in a different time or location in order to provide carbon dioxide for the production of sugars. All right, so this is the last lecture. Now that we're at the end of the chapter for photosynthesis, what I would strongly recommend you do is go back and take a second look at figures 10.9, 10.12, 10.13, and 10.17. Try to explain what's going on in these diagrams to yourself. Try to explain it to someone else. If you can do that, then you've got a good grasp of the basic concepts related to photosynthesis, and you should be in good shape for evaluations that will occur. So I do certainly appreciate your willingness to try a different lecture format, to try to do things a little bit differently, and and taking some of this responsibility to learn about this stuff outside of class. I think it's fantastic, and I appreciate certainly your open-mindedness related to our endeavor here. Now, please do certainly give me your feedback, whether in class or on the Facebook group. But I hope that we're able to find some means of working through this material that provides the greatest benefit to the greatest number of people. And I look forward to continuing to working with you guys to help you get some college credit. Thank you.